Oh.
So burger ratings, Matthew.
Yeah.
Burger ratings.
Let's do it.
I feel like we need to factor in that we got double burgers each.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Well,
Just saying.
Yeah, that's part of the rating.
Well,
We
okay.
rate the burger
All right.
we got.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay. So, Matthew, burger ratings.
I'm always the first one.
Yeah, I do make you go first every time.
And I'm always caught off guard.
You shouldn't be. You shouldn't be. By now, it's formula, Matthew.
It holds up on many of the criteria that I would rate this on. Mm-hmm. I think it's doing number one for burger that looks and remains most like a burger throughout the entire.
Structurally, good structure, and we got double burgers, so they are bigger, and sometimes that means a lot of content sliding out of the burger as you bite into it. All wedges and tomatoes slide out. That wasn't the case here. Mind you, I think this may be a little unfair because this was a home burger situation. My bun was a little soggy. I know that's a big issue for you. Was yours?
No, mine. I didn't find mine to be soggy at all.
I had a lot more toppings on mine. There were probably some fresh vegetables, some less fresh vegetables, like olives, just because they're... Anyway. So what did you think?
I really want to give it a higher rating than I will probably give it. It may just be all the burgers I've been eating.
Sure.
This one really isn't. It doesn't.
You saying you're getting burgered out?
Not burgered out, but I think I need more in a burger, and not physically in the burger, but just the burger needs to offer me more taste wise. Consistency, everything that we've been rating it on. This burger just isn't cutting it. I'd say, ask me this question a year ago, I'm going to say this is my favorite burger place.
Oh, yeah.
This burger's the $100 burger. Now that I'm doing some heavy
burging.
Yeah, some deep burging here. It's not reaching much higher than a 7, I think.
Oh yeah,
a 7's a good mark. I feel like I'm giving too many of them sevens.
Seven is we called that a good burger.
Yeah,
right?
Like I go back. This will be my default burger place. I think right now my default burger places are this one or Belle La Bouffe.
Okay,
Belle La Bouffe. I need like a little more money to.
I feel like that it is of note that both of these places are within a pretty short walking distance of your home.
I'm not. You're
not going far and wide for a burger. I get it.
Yeah, I'll take into account that it's distance may play a heavy factor in why I like these places. But,
sure.
No, I'm never really disappointed. I've never been disappointed with a burger from this place. And today's was a 7, but it was also eaten an hour after I bought it, or half an hour after I bought it.
Yeah, the time that you got here, I guess.
Yeah.
Now, I don't think it was too cold or anything. I think it was still a warm, good burger.
Yeah.
And part of this place is that you do pick the toppings, and so how good the burger to an extent is up to you. Maybe if you said, "Let me have Swiss cheese," you'd be surprised with what the taste came out to. Maybe if you said to provolone, you'd be like, "Oh, a little spicy ketchup would have been like, that's just a little right kick I need." It's hard to say.
That's true. Mine was a little dry, I found.
I found my patty just a little dry. Yeah. Mind you, it was double patty. But it was just a little dry. Although all the vegetables did have some moisture to it. I tasted all the ingredients with every bite. It was a very even amount. I had some fried onions in mine. And the fried onions were pretty great. I don't think I mentioned that earlier. That was one of the quick changes when I didn't get the Michigan sauce I wanted.
Yeah.
It was a good burger, but again, I may be getting a little jaded also. I may have not tasted all the tastes as much as I should have because of my cold.
Falls victim to the...
Falls victim to the... to me? To my illness?
I was gonna attribute it to all the yelling you did at the parade, but I guess they're not one.
But
and
that's
the
not
same.
going to change my taste. It's more my voice than anything.
Yeah, but I still feel like you stripped your throat of all of its.
You're not tasting with your throat.
No. But you stripped your throat of all of its flesh, and as a punishment, your body was like, "You did that to the throat. We're going to do something to you. Like stomach, work with me. Head, work with me. Taste buds. Let's all teach them a lesson. You don't yell. You don't yell at floats."
Trust me, the day after the St. Patrick's Day parade, I learned a lesson.
But you were so well hydrated.
I was so hungover.
But you put moisturizer on your face?
You'd
and
think
you
that
took
would
a
help,
bath?
but I figured if I was thoroughly moisturized inside and out, it would make a difference. But I don't think that. I don't think the results did not prove that. No.
Well, maybe you don't know. You don't know what would have happened if you didn't do all that.
That's true. It may have been far worse.
You may have been this.
Wasn't that bad. But yeah, it may have been far worse. Anyway, I think I'm, for the first time ever, I believe, going to rate the burger lower than you.
Ooh.
I think I'm only going to give this burger a 6.5.
It's such a small margin.
It is only a little bit smaller.
Like on our graph,
thinking,
it's
at
going to
first
look
I was
like
thinking,
the same.
6. No, that is too low because this was a good burger. So I don't want to go too low. 5 is just fine, but it was a little better than just fine, in part because I got to put all the things I wanted to put on it, and so I made it in a way. And the beef was good, the patties were thick. Structurally sound burger. Their buns, really, they don't do nothing for me, those buns.
They look good, though, in a
They
picture.
look good. Visually, they're very nice. And I don't think they just buy them. I think they make them there because there's a certain, like we had a little difference in our buns. Like mine was a little darker than yours, and they seem kind of freshish, but it's not enough for me. I'm giving it only a 6.5. I know it's only a little bit lower than yours, but again, maybe we're getting snobbish. Maybe I'm losing my sense of taste. But it's a good burger. I used to like it more, but still. The highlight of the whole place is the Kogo for me.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it does boast of its burgers and Kogos, but burgers is in the name, but they really kind of get sidelined by those Kogos.
Just because they're so unique.
Yeah. The burgers, though, they're pretty. They're good to look at. There's nothing wrong with them. They look like the way you see them in a picture, and you think, no way they're going to come out looking like that, and they do look like that.
I mean... But it depends on what you pick to put in.
Yeah,
it's so up to the chooser.
So in a way, the rating system really
it's
holds
up to
no
you.
merit.
Yeah, it's really up to you. When you go in there, maybe if you get a steak burger with some aioli mayonnaise and grilled red peppers, some lettuce and olives, that's all you need. And that'll be a perfect burger for you. It's hard to say. I feel like I could go in there 5 days in a week and have 5 very different burgers. They'll all be good and different. Maybe I just hit a burger this time that was not an ideal burger for me.
See,
it's really
that's true.
It's a gut feeling.
Yeah, I feel like I'm in the. I feel like picking a 7 is just the safe zone of the burger rating. Sometimes I feel tempted. I feel like I need to put each burger into its separate rating box. Like I feel like I need to find the 3 burger. I need to find the 9 burger. I need to find, and I've been coming across a lot of 7s and 6s, a couple 4s. And
that's
I feel like
where most of the burgers are going to end up. Really,
they are, because they're not. Most burgers are fine.
Because at the end of the day, I mean, what did we have? Number 1 was poison, and we have yet to be poisoned. So
I hope that we get to episode 100 and we're still describing what 1, 5, and 10 means.
Yes, me too. And we've yet to be poisoned. And I kind of want us to be poisoned before episode 100.
I literally
so
want...
we could say, well, that's just a 1.
Yeah, and I just want it to be food poisoning. I want it to be bad meat handling practices.
Some salmonella issues.
Yeah, I mean, we can seek that out, I'm sure.
I mean, find out which restaurants have been shut down and visit those ones.
Yeah. It's like, I'll have your most unsanitary meat, please. Please.
Do you have any floor meat by any chance?
Have you been handling chicken in the same environment? Because that would be a plus. I'd pay extra.
Please, no need to wash your hands, sir. No need.
No.
I'd rather you didn't, actually. This will reflect poorly on you. Yes. Your restaurant will get a terrible review.
But, yeah. I mean, I did hear this story from a friend.
Okay.
An experience I would love to have with our burgers, I think.
Is it involved unsanitary meat?
Oh, yes.
Oh, boy.
This was actually with the shepherd's pie, though.
Okay.
My friend had gone to his girlfriend's house years back, and they had a shepherd's pie that the mother made.
Sure.
So it was the three of them sitting down with shepherd's pie, and he was eating, and he was trying to be polite, but he kept getting some hair in the meat.
Oh.
And it was like one strand of hair. It's like, that's kind of gross, but I got to pick it out without them seeing. So he got around it, but it's probably like the second, third hair. And it turns out that they all had little hairs in their meat.
And everyone was being quiet about the hair?
And they were kind of being quiet about it, because it was the beginning of the meal. I guess they thought it was like, oh, it's just one.
Oh, it's just one.
But like someone brought it up pretty early on, I think. And it was like, and the mother apologized and was like, yeah, I don't understand. Like, I'll go get you all another piece of meat. So another piece of shepherd's pie.
Sure.
So she goes and checks the rest of the shepherd's pie. And it's like, oh, there's hair in all of this. Like there was like little bits of hair in all of the shepherd's pie. It's like, oh, that's really strange. She's like, it's not any of our hair.
Oh.
Like it wasn't the mother's hair, the daughter's hair. So
she bought hairy meat.
Well, that's the thing. She only used half of the meat.
Okay.
So she was like, well, I still have the rest of the meat in the fridge. Let me check out that meat. She goes to the meat. Looks okay. So she takes both hands and pulls it apart, and just tufts of hair. Like not just separate hairs at this point. Now it's just tufts. Like someone lost tons of hair in the shower and stuck it into the meat or something, which I'm glad I was not there, because it would have thrown me off shepherd's pie, my favorite meal. I know I started this story off saying I wish it happened to us, but it would probably throw me off burgers.
Why would you wish this would happen to us?
Because I want the poison burger
for the number one for the one score rating.
Yeah, but honestly, if I got a poison burger that way, I think it might throw me off burgers for a bit, because I'm okay with one hair. If I get one hair in anything, I'm okay. It makes me feel. It seems like something you'd see in Freaky Stories or something.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, it's not turning me any more off of shepherd's pie. Shepherd's pie is like the only food that I don't like. So I don't
understand. Do you like the components individually?
You separate them on a plate. It's not a problem. You stack them up. I'm gagging.
Now, can you stack them up on your fork? If they're all separate, but you eat a little bit in every bite.
I wouldn't take a chance of putting them in the same bite. Wouldn't take that chance. Honestly, I'm pretty sure this is like a weird psychological thing. Okay. Where as a child, I didn't like it. And then I tried like 5 years later and I couldn't keep it down. And then I tried another 5 years later and I could barely keep it down. And then our friend Tito, maybe 3 years ago, made me try his shepherd's pie. I was able to eat a whole bowl. It was a real personal victory that I was able to eat it. Maybe it's just his recipe.
Oh, so you love it now?
I'm not going that far.
Okay.
I'm still saying that I only dislike two foods, shepherd's pie and celery. But celery's on principle. Celery is really just dirty water that's crunchy and full of threads. And celery, it burns more calories to eat it than you get from it. Stop wasting my time, celery.
How much effort are you putting into eating your celery?
I mean, none, because I'm not doing it. Okay. And if I am, not that much. Just sticking my mouth, crunching away. Hopefully, maybe a little actually, because I'm putting some peanut butter or something on it to make it have any good taste. Otherwise, it just tastes like dirty water.
Yeah, well, have you ever put peanut butter on it?
Sure.
Oh, okay. You're still not a fan.
I mean, might as well just eat a spoonful of peanut butter at that point. Right?
All right, whatever.
So that is this week's burger. Pix Burger. Pix? What was it called? Pix? Burgers and Kogos?
Specialty burgers.
Pix Specialty Burgers and Kogos. I gave it a 6.5. Matthew gave it a 7. So it's a pretty standard score for us, apparently.
Not surprising. Not surprising.